Let's just get on. Right, so good morning all, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform.
Are you recording?
Today I am at London Paddington and we're a bit of a hectic start, but here's 387132. We're going to be boarding this any moment now when we're going to be heading to Heathrow Airport. We're on a Travelcard today after an absolutely completely nightmarish start within Heathrow Airport, within Paddington. It's a little bit nerve-wracking at the moment. We're going to be heading over to Heathrow Airport, then coming back, and then we're going to be doing some other stuff on the way. Now, Heathrow Express has just introduced these 332s. I'm looking forward to boarding on them and travelling on them and seeing what the trains are like and with their interior. So everyone is now here after a complete nightmare. So we've got Tom, hello, Max and George, we've got Charlie, CSM Spotting, we've got Anish, SWR Train Fan, and we've got Justin, JH Trains. We've got a lot of us today. So I'm looking forward to today. We're going to go board on our Heathrow Express, and I'll tell you how our nightmarish start went. So without further ado, let's get the video started. Enjoy everyone. Right, so we're now on board 387132 and we're going to be heading out over to Heathrow Airport Terminal 5 very shortly. Now, to be honest, they've got their own little cinema. So like a little film on the TV over there. It's pretty cool. I think we're all majorly disappointed with. I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry.
Boards.
Yes, that.
25 quid mail card for ironing boards.
Yeah.
You know what? I really want to.
And crap videos.
The price is so expensive.
So
they can pay
we're about to leave
for
London Paddington on this anyway. It's probably the most.
You could buy a telly for cheaper.
I know. It's not too bad, but the seats are a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the seats
Take it out.
they aren't very good, but they're better than some of the others. So padded a little bit, but there we go. We'll let you know when we leave London Paddington. So we've just left. We've not long left London Paddington. We're probably coming nearer to, well, probably Ealing Broadway, something like that. A couple of things to note about this. So they've got their own cup holders. That comes with your very pricey ticket. Plug sockets. Just going as a standard. But cup holders, just look at them. They're amazing. In all seriousness, the train itself on the TV just behind us does show Business Today and BBC News. Also shows a very repetitive documentary, almost, or like just a video about Heathrow Airport and Heathrow Express, about travelling with them, about reminding us, thanking us so much for travelling with them. Of course, as it's 37, it's got onboard toilet, and it's also over here. If I can stand up and have a quick look. Got a look at over here is the departures. So you've got the flight departures from Heathrow Airport and all the check-in information. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that is some cool features of the 387s.
Sure investment.
Right, we're now arriving into Heathrow Terminal 5.
Go to Moscow. Moscow.
Just arrived into Terminal 5 and we'll update you in just a moment. This station I've been back to for ages now. So a very quick one, just to let you guys know. So this is Terminal 5 station. We're not really going to look much around here just because Heathrow Airport stations are very, very strict for filming, so we can't exactly go touring around it. But what I will say is the station does serve Heathrow Express on a 15-minute basis, every 15 minutes, and also serves TfL Rail on the local stopping ones that do like some of the other stops. If we turn around here, this is just a station overall, and that's about it. There's 2 platforms, the other platform's the other side. Yeah, I know, don't worry. And that's it. But we're now going to head over, and the next stop, we're going to head back to London Paddington. So yes. Right, so we're now on board 387132 again. We didn't spend long, 131 even. No, 131's on the rear, 132 the front. So, quick review. Heathrow Express is a massive waste of money. Unless you're actually going to the airport. Now, of course, I wanted to try and get it in the video, so we've done it. The seats are a massive downgrade to that of the 332s. I think those who use the 332s will be able to agree. Tom, Justin,
I never used them.
Charlie, have you used them? Have you used the 332s?
Not as, these aren't as good, but they feel a little bit more. Please check your flight documents for terminal information.
Yeah, no. The 387s are a massive downgrade, so therefore the 332s are brilliant. And by the way, if you ever want to come to Heathrow, don't. In terms of like taking pictures or anything like that, they are very, very strict. Like as we noticed when we got on there, there's boards on the station saying. The thing is, there were boards on the station saying do not take pictures or no photography allowed and stuff like that. So overall, a quick review of it is not great.
Even from a passenger perspective.
Only downside for today, but we've got a lot more in plan.
Yeah, well, we had to do it at some point, so it had to be done.
Hold on, are they the same at London St Pancras?
No.
Good. So I want to
let's worry about that in a minute. So, just another quick thing. Why I said it was a nightmarish start this morning, just to get you guys up to speed. So basically, what happened was I got to Paddington Station without my tickets because the ticket machines at Plymouth weren't working. So I went on to the excess ticket office at Paddington, where they started questioning me, started asking me all sorts like Railcard, what was the card I used and stuff like that. So getting very suspicious to then see that my tickets were actually there. But yeah, here's Heathrow Terminals 2 and 3, by the way. We'll have to visit this again at some point. This one seems a bit more friendlier than Terminal 5. And yeah, and then what happened with Charlie was that Charlie got stuck outside the barriers at Paddington because they thought he was younger than he was and that he'd been left behind and was probably running away to an airport. But that wasn't what was happening at all. So yeah, interesting story, but we move and we should be better from here.
I didn't actually know where you were.
Right, so we're now just arriving into London Paddington again. After probably Britain's biggest rip-off. Unless you're actually going flying. This is a rip-off. It wasn't really a rip-off to me when the 332s were here because they were more comfortable. But this is a massive downgrade. Safe to say, I'm very, very disappointed. But there we go.
I expected a wee bit more from these.
Yeah, I just thought they seats would be better.
It'd be better if the Azumans
Here we are anyway. Nice easy access onto the platform. We're back now at London Paddington, and now our day, hopefully we get better and start and not have rip-offs. Right, so back in Paddington now. We're currently making our way up to the underground platforms. The next stop for us is going to be Hammersmith, so we're going to take the tube over there. We are killing a bit of time. We are here earlier than planned, so we are going to kill a little bit of time and go over to Hammersmith. So yes. Okay, change of plan. We're not going to Hammersmith. We're now going to Marylebone as planned. So I'll update you when we are on the train. Right, so we're currently just in Paddington's Bakerloo platform, and we're going to be waiting for the train to arrive, and we're going to be heading over to Marylebone. So we'll update you in a moment. It's now time to boil to death. Update you.
Okay.
Here we are. So I'll update you when we are at Marylebone. Right, we just made it to Marylebone station. We're going to film I'm going to film the tube go out, and then we'll make our way. Goes, albeit as best as I can film it, and off we go. We're going to go to the main station. So now reach the beautiful London Marylebone station, located on the terminus of the Chiltern Main Line. The ticket office and everything about this station is retro completely, and it is one of my favourite London terminals just for the way it looks.
It doesn't feel like a London terminal.
It doesn't, no. It's also fun fact, one of the only London terminals to not be managed by Network Rail. This one's managed by Chiltern Railways.
It's the only one that's not electrified, isn't it?
And it's also one of the only ones that's not electrified, yes. So, over there you've got the departure screens, so you've got the couple to Oxford. We're on the 11:53 Aylesbury, so we've got some time here.
Behind you is NSE, Network South East.
And then you've got an NSE logo there for tickets. But yeah, the overall design and everything is incredible. So, I'm going to go out and have a look at the entrance, and then we will update you in a minute. So we're just outside of London Marylebone station, so there is the entrance, and I must say it looks incredible. The building, it's just completely classic. There's a sign up there, a bit more modern there, but there's the building, and it just looks so amazing. And when you walk in, everything about it is incredible. So there's obviously the entrance, and as you stroll in, here we are. This is the entrance to London Marylebone. All the platforms are in the same area, so there is an access point that's beyond the station, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. Okay, the partner now is going to be the 11:42 Chiltern Railway service to Oxford. It's going to be 165020 and something else. Have just deceived me. That is 165020, 165021 and 165022
All together.
That is okay, fine. That is some crazy numerical order, but there we go. Just a quick update on Marylebone station, because I don't really say much about it. It serves purely Chiltern Railways going to Oxford, and also to Gerrard's Cross and Aylesbury Vale Parkway. And also the express services operated by the 168s to Birmingham, Snow Hill and Moore Street, and the 68s on weekdays to Moore Street as well. So that is London Marylebone station. We can't talk long because we've got to go get our train, but yes, lovely station. Okay, so our next movement now is to get 165015 and something else over to Wembley Stadium. So I'm going to be boarding this one now. And here we are. I'll update you when we're on board. Okay, so we're now on board 165015 and something else on the front, whatever it is.
Welcome aboard this Chiltern Railway service.
There we go.
To Aylesbury,
So
calling at Wembley Stadium.
we're going to head to Wembley Stadium, where it's just said.
South Ruislip, West
Yes,
Ruislip,
been on these before, and you've seen them on video before. George complained about them, and
Beaconsfield,
Max complained about them.
Salterton,
You complained about these, didn't you?
Little Kimble.
So yes,
and
hooray. Right, so we're just on our departure out of London Marylebone now. Can't see it very well, but there we go. Remember when I was filming there, I stood up here in much colder conditions, but yes. Right, now arriving into Wembley Stadium station.
Before we go, I might put my jacket on again.
165015. So, update you in a minute. We're going to watch this train leave and then have a look at the station. So, there goes the 1203 Chiltern Railway service to Aylesbury departing. And we're here now at Wembley Stadium station, where, funnily enough, the nearest thing to here is Wembley Stadium. Also Wembley Arena and the London Designer Outlet, as the announcement also says. The station serves less Chiltern Railway services than some of the others. So Wembley Stadium will serve the Aylesbury services, also serve typically the Banbury services when they run, but normally it's the Aylesbury and the Oxford services, and they run on a half-hourly pattern, I believe. And the station itself is a bit run down.
Hi, I'm Zoe and I
and yeah, there's the station. Quite nice. So just heading up the steps. This station is really run down. Didn't expect it to be as bad as it was. When I last visited here, I thought they would have done something to it, especially with Euro 2020 on, but no, nothing. As you walk up here, this is technically the entrance to Wembley Stadium. There's a turbo star passing through, missed it now, but Vince can hear it anyway. This is the bridge that leads across between the platforms, and of course right up there, the big thing up there is Wembley Stadium, and they've got a big Premier Inn right next to the station as well. Pretty cool. So yeah, Wembley Stadium station is this rundown. So upon arrival now, we're here at Wembley Central Station, which is the other station within Wembley, along with the underground stations of course, but this one serves London Overground as well as London North Western Railway.
And where does it go to, Gary?
Well, from Wembley, Tring, Milton Keynes.
I'm disappointed.
It's Tring anyway. Yeah, in we go. So this is the entrance. It's pretty much like any other underground station really. There's nothing else really significant about it. But we're going to go in and go look on the platforms and wait for our train. Right, so here we are here at Wembley Central.
calling out all stations to Euston.
And this station,
Might be 378, I don't know.
we're going through here. Station is
The
two
train now
platforms.
approaching platform 1 is the 1221 London Overground.
So this is the station.
Service to Watford Junction. Calling out all stations to Watford Junction.
So
Mind the gap between the train and
all
the
underground
platform.
rail, pretty much. Got a 710 coming in here.
The train now approaching platform.
Sorry, I had to take a couple of pictures at the same time. We have 710 376. We're going to board this one.
Can I go to Watford Junction?
Yeah, get on it.
That's free.
So here we are. Update you when we're on board.
To protect us
So
all.
we are
Thank
on
you.
board 710 376. Very busy. But yes, there's the update. Should be making our way over to South Kenton, the next station we're going. Right, so we've now made it to South Kenton station, located on the Watford DC line. And here comes the Pendolino. Heading somewhere. And off goes 710 376 as well. As well as another Pendo. And that was 39131 heading to London Euston. So yes, South Kenton, as you can tell, is right next to the West Coast Main Line. Also serves the Watford DC services, so London Overground to Watford Junction. Same as Wembley Central, I'm just speaking for both of them now. Wembley Central also serves London North Western Railway to Tring. I think, anyway, or it's Milton Keynes, it's one of the two. I think it is Tring though. And also Bakerloo line stock, going to Elephant and Castle and Harrow and Wealdstone. So yes, we'll update you if any other trains pass through. Okay, about to pass through now is going to be a pair of 221s from Edinburgh to London Euston. (221 103) and (221 104).
I got both.
And that one goes to London Euston, and there's Tom. Okay, and we've got a couple of 350s passing through now as well. 350 262 and 350 241. I think they're heading to Northampton from London Euston. Right, passing through now is going to be the 1237 London Overground service to London Euston, and this is from Watford Junction, which is going to be 710 257. Guess we'll catch this one go out in a minute. And off goes 710 257 heading over to London Euston. Also coming in now is going to be a Bakerloo line train, which is going to be heading over to Harrow and Wealdstone from Elephant and Castle. So that one is actually on its way in now. Might as well keep the camera on very quickly whilst it pops its way in a very, very poor state, as expected with these units. Nice little depot whistle from the driver as well. Didn't expect that. Really forget how small these things are in comparison. Yeah, I am too. And off goes the Bakerloo line service to Harrow and Wealdstone. Not in as bad state on the other end, but it's in a bad state on the front, so there we go. So really, South Kenton's entrance isn't really what you'd expect it to be, but it is just this little subway here. Literally all you do is you walk in, turn right. In fact, actually, if you want to walk in with me, I'll show you. Walk in here. Sorry about the flickering lights. Walk in here, and then literally turn right and you go up those stairs, and right at the top is the platforms. It's a weird way of going, but it's very run down and very mysterious, and also there's another way out here, so yeah. There goes 390 107 passing through to London Euston from Manchester Piccadilly, and coming through to service to Manchester Piccadilly. And that's 390 136. So there you go. Okay, coming in now we've got a 378 forming a service to Watford Junction, which is 378 223. Please wear a face covering. How lovely.
Underground.
Right, coming in now is our Bakerloo line train. It's going to take us to Wealdstone Junction. Brilliant. Same driver as well. one that gave us a depot whistle. Yeah, plenty. Right, we'll jump on this one. Oh, mind the gap.
Might be alright, Kieran.
Mind the gap as you step down. Here we are now on board. And George almost fell over. Right, so we've now just made it to Willesden Junction. We're now going to be waiting for this train to go out. And then we will update you as to our next train. There goes the Bakerloo line train heading to Elephant Castle. We're now here at Willesden Junction. This station is as you can guess, a junction station. This one is a junction for the London Overground services to Stratford and Clapham Junction, as well as they also serve the Watford DC line here as well.
There's a new 378 up there.
Oh, lovely. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go up to that side, because this side is what we need, to go on Overground, which is our next aim. So I shall update you in a moment. This station though is quite nice. Got a buffered platform there, and yeah, we'll go have a quick look around. So here we are at the top. It's technically a two-level station, this one, because here we've got the footbridge which leads between the platforms. There's the line station over here with a couple of platforms. We need to go up here to platform 5 somewhere anyway, and yeah, we'll update you in a minute. But this is the subway that takes you all the way down, and please do not run. Shut up. Probably because it's so downhill. So here we are. Okay, coming in now is a slightly delayed 1318 London Overground service to Clapham Junction. This is going to be our train, which is going to be formed of 378212. Imagine it might be a bit busy because there was a service that was cancelled earlier, but we'll see. This is going to be our train, and we're going to make our way to Clapham Junction on it. Update you when we're on board. Okay, so we're now on board 378212, and as you can tell by Tom's arm as well, it is very busy. We're standing on the train and we're going to make our way to Clapham. We'll probably be standing most of the way, knowing this. But off we go, leaving Willesden Junction, and we'll update you when we reach Clapham. Right, so we've just made it now to Clapham Junction, and the 378 sounds like a Mark III. How lovely. Over here as well, we've got 378140, which is going to be forming a service to Dalston Junction. But yes, this is Britain's busiest station for trains, Clapham Junction. Trains coming in and out all the time. It has several platforms. We're not going to go around and look at every single one because, you know, that's mad. Yes. But what we can say is this is the Overground section of Clapham Junction, to which the services to Dalston Junction and Highbury, Islington and Stratford go off to. So I'll update you in just a minute. Yes. So we're now just walking up into the big footbridge, or the big sort of concourse area of Clapham Junction. It is massive. It connects with so many of the other platforms within the station. Further end. So yes, this section here we're walking along is for the services that come from the Twickenham sort of direction. So direction from also from Staines, that sort of area. So services like from Windsor, from Reading, and from Weybridge and Hounslow will come from over there on that side. The other side, which is where we're walking to now, is for the express services, and also for the services along the South Western Mainland that are local, so things like Hampton Court, Guildford, Woking, Shepperton, Strawberry Hill, all of those will be, and Teddington, all of those will be on this side that we're walking to now, and also we're Dorking as well, so they'll all be on this side that we're walking to now, as well as the South Western Railway services to Exeter, Weymouth, Basingstoke, Hull, Portsmouth Harbour, Bolton,
Southampton.
yeah, so all of those will also run, and also Salisbury, of course, they don't really call here. And then on the very far end, which we're not really going to be going to, but at the very far end, you've got the Southern services to Brighton, Redhill, Brighton, Reigate, Epsom Downs, Sutton, London Bridge, Portsmouth, Southampton, Bognor Regis, Littlehampton, or Milton Keynes, East Croydon, Eastbourne. Is a mental amount. So yes, we're going to be on the service in just a moment. We'll update you in just a minute. Okay, so we're just on the platforms here at Clapham Junction. We're waiting for our train, which is going to take us to London Waterloo. We've got some 450s there, 450-108, 450-074, and 450-047 heading to London Waterloo. We also have some 455s here as well. They're just sat here currently doing nothing, so we'll wait to see if they leave.
455. Hello, Matt. 869.
Okay, so the partner there is 455-869 and 455-715, as well as 377-433. That's heading over to Reigate from London Victoria.
We've got 455 on our platform there.
And yeah, so those two are there. Got a quick picture of the station, which is just around here.
Kevin, behind you.
I'm aware. Here is our train, 455-850. And 455-911. Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
So I'll update you when we are on board here at Clapham Junction. Okay, we're now leaving Clapham Junction. The 377's also just pulled in on the far side over there, heading to London Victoria. Nice to be back on one of these again, 455. One of South Western Railway's oldest stop we've got. Still going strong, all the 456s as well. So, sadly, racing the 450 out as well, which probably can't see that all too well. Well, actually you can.
I can see it now.
Well, you can. Camera just about there.
377
Brilliant. And we just have 377-111 just go past as well, but we must have missed it. There's a 7455 there as well, which is 455-846. Okay, so just jumping off here, we just made it to London Waterloo, the busiest railway station in the UK, in the whole of the UK. That's including everything. Here we've got some 455s. Get a couple of pictures of them, and then yeah, we're going to be on our way. So everything I described at Clapham Junction in terms of South Western Railway comes from London Waterloo. So nothing different except for a couple of extra Portsmouth, Weymouth and Salisbury bound services, but other than that it's all the same. The station is massive, really big. Glad to be here again. So here we are in the concourse of the amazing London Waterloo. Really nice station, amazing. The station's had a lot of work done to it over recent time, especially with the installation of the old Eurostar platforms, which have now turned into passenger platforms for South Western Railway, which is a really nice inclusion. So yeah, we've got a little bit of time here, a bit of dwell time before then we make our way over to the next station. But it's really nice to be back here again in Waterloo. So yes, the concourse itself is massive and there's so much going on here. I love it. So we're going to update you, well I'll update you when we are on the move next. So up here, this bit up here that I'm going to take a very quick walk up to is Waterloo's newest platforms. So this is basically Waterloo's international, well the ex-Eurostar platforms, and literally it serves pretty much the Reading services, Weybridge, all that stuff will depart normally from platforms 20 to 24, which is quite crazy to say, but this is the section up here that serves that neck of the woods. So this is it under its amazing canopy. Sadly I'm not going to go through as we are running out of time, like in terms of being here, but I wanted to show you before we left. This is Waterloo's platform. We've got a 707 sat in there, 450 and a 458. So yes. Right, so we're here at Waterloo Tube Station. Now we're back on the Bakerloo line again. And we're going to be taking this to one stop to Embankment. So we'll update you in a minute. Right, here's our tube, here's our train. There we go. So I'll update you in a minute. Okay, very quickly. Don't really have a lot of time to look around here, but this is London Blackfriars we just arrived into. We just had a bit of a hectic mare on the tube because we didn't get lost, but we just sort of had to wait a little while for a train. So anyway, a couple of trains going out. We've got 700 at 121 and here's 700 060 departing for St Albans City. So there goes that one, 700 060. So that one goes. This is London Blackfriars' view, it's incredible. Looking right over the Thames, and over there you can just about see a 376 pulling into Charing Cross station just over the way. Yep. This is the station. So we're not going to spend too long here because we're about to get on this train. It's pretty much the Thames link. So I'm trying to take photographs at the same time, but here it comes anyway. 700 126 is our train. Made poor Charlie jump. Yes, we are. Right, so I'll update you when we are boarding. Right, so just on the 700 now, and it's Tom there with his head. We're now leaving London Blackfriars. It is a big head. So the next stop for us is London St Pancras. We were going to go to City Thames link, but we have. But we're not now, just because we're running out a little bit of time, so we want to make sure we're back on track. So off to St Pancras next. Right, so we're now arriving, well we are here now at London St Pancras. Apologies for any language you heard. So we're going to be looking over this station another time. Not really got a lot of time at the moment, so it's more just a change point today. But yes, we're going to make our way over to its neighbouring station, London King's Cross. So we'll update you in a moment. Yeah. Okay. 717-003 is now here. This is going to be our train to the next stop, which is Finsbury Park. So I'll update you when we get there. It's been a bit of a nightmare getting here, but it's hopefully all calm now. And here we are. Right, so we just arrived now into Finsbury Park, and we've got we're going to see the departure of 717-003 in just a moment. So we've got a 700 which has also just arrived in. That's going to be heading over to King's Cross, I believe, or over towards St Pancras. Head for a couple of 387s there, head over to Ely. Got 717-003 now departs. Now we're here at Finsbury Park on the East Coast Main Line, where LNER, Grand Central, Hull trains all pass through, as well as Great Northern services from Ely and Kings Lynn, and a couple of others. The stopping trains here usually include the 700s towards St Pancras, so the Thameslink core, if you like, from Cambridge to Brighton, to, and also Peterborough to Horsham, which I think that 700 that we saw was doing. Also 717s at the moment are doing King's Cross, but this is also the junction for the line to Moorgate, but it is closed at the moment, so we're not doing that. I've been here before, this station. It's a very nice one. It's got a fair amount of platforms. These middle ones here are never used for anything, so yes, we don't have too long here, so sadly yeah, I'm going to give a brief overview, but it does mean that I can come back and get a couple of other aspects another time. So as we do head down underneath here, we also have Finsbury Park subway. So as we go in here, it's a very snazzy looking one. But
you can't go through there anymore. You've got to go.
you've got to go
Out
up
the
here.
main entrance, go underneath the bridge, so you go around the entrance, around the back.
So it's very limited here, isn't it?
These were
Interesting, that.
just big fixes.
But yeah, so you walk through here.
That train. That's our train.
Yeah, ours is arriving now, so we're just going to go and get on board it now. We've got a couple of minutes, so we're just going to go make sure we make it. Right, so as soon as we go, we do have a 700, which is going to take us to London St Pancras again. Basically, yeah, basically on a circular. There's 717020 there, as we know the Park Finsbury Park. Sadly, couldn't get any East Coast Main Line footage. I did want to get some, but because we were slightly delayed in terms of getting here, we ran out of time, so we didn't get to see it as much. But
It's all kicked off though.
But it should be a bit better from here, so fingers crossed. Right, so we're now here at London St Pancras again.
Oh, you're welcome.
Right, taking a breather now, because we're about to go on the Underground to Liverpool Street next. So that's our plan. Things have been a bit hectic on the Thameslink core area, so again I tried to do the best I could with what time we had. So hopefully it'll be a bit calmer from now. Going really, really well so far. So yeah, we'll update you when we're on the tube. Right, we're on board the tube again now.
This is King's Cross and Pancras. This is a Metropolitan Line train to Aldgate. The next station is
So here we are, and we'll update you when we are at Liverpool Street. Just made it now to Liverpool Street station on the Underground. We've got a little bit more time here, so we're going to make our way up to there's Tom again. Hello. We're going to make our way up to Liverpool Street's main concourse, so I'll update you in just a moment. Okay, so now we're up at the main concourse of Liverpool Street station. So we're here. We can obviously see some of the other stuff that runs here. We've got C2C running here today as well. So yes, it's looking good. We're going to see what our train is and then update you from there. So here we are, 321410. It's going to be one of our trains. It takes us over to Stratford next on the 1602 Ipswich service. So it looks like several 321s, so I'm going to try and go a little bit further up and see what's what. I'll update you in just a minute. Really good to be back here in Liverpool Street again though, really good. Now departing Liverpool Street. Going alongside a 357 over there as well.
I'm recording it. You know what? I don't even care. If we get a total from this, I'll be out.
There we go. See you in a minute.
My lord. There's another one coming in.
Just playing over the sound of the... We're sat right above the pantograph, as you can probably tell. Yeah. I've now reached Stratford station. Not been back here in ages. We're going to watch the train leave. Head over to Ipswich. This is the Greater Anglia service to Ipswich. That was an amazing experience of all these 321s. Really nice to get on board them again. In fact, I think it's about to go, so we might as well keep the camera on and see it go. So you have 321, 315 at the front. And 321, 410 at the rear. Now we're here at the magnificent Stratford station, located on the Great Eastern Main Line, as well as the junction for sections of West Anglia Main Line, London Overground to Clapham, also TfL to Shenfield, C2C, and the Central Line as well, which operates here, as well as a couple others. So yes, also the big place for Westfield Shopping Centre, which is massive and is a big building there. Westfield is there. That's all of it there, near enough. There's some bits to it that aren't that clear, but yes. So here we are at Stratford. Update you in a minute. 345 actually is going out as well. This 345 is 017 and the Central Line train heading out as well. There we go. Okay, arriving in now, it's going to be a service to London Liverpool Street, call number 720. Two 720s actually. 720, 556 and 543. At last got to see one and film one. Hooray. Very happy. Right, off go 720, 556 and 543, heading over to London Liverpool Street. Very happy about that. Great film. Off that one goes.
Got to wait for Tom when Tom comes back.
Okay, about to leave now. It's the 1622 Greater Anglia service to Southend Victoria.
The next train to arrive at platform 10 will be the 1625 Greater Anglia service to Clacton, Holyrood, Sheffield, Ingerstone, Chelmsford,
321 is the rear.
Wivenhoe, Thorpe Open, and Clacton
72547 heads out as well.
8 coaches.
Right, we're now going to make our way over to the next part of our trip. Very quickly, here's one of the subways to Stratford. As we just go underneath, it's not the only one. There is another. Right, so DLR to Stratford International is actually this way apparently, so we're going to go this way. Okay. We'll update you in a minute. This is what it looks like. Right, heading out now is going to be a DLR going to Woolwich Arsenal from Stratford International. Not often I get to film DLR, so that's a nice opportunity that. We're going to be getting on one in a minute actually. So, going to Stratford International. So, keep an eye out, it should be arriving in a minute. Now in comes our DLR train, which is going to take us over to Stratford International. Update you in a minute. So just on the move now, on board DLR. Update you in just a moment. The seats on here look quite nice actually. This is one of the newer units as well. They've had a little bit of work done to them. So we're just off the DLR now at Stratford International. We're now going to make our way up to the main station. Okay, so right here we've got the entrance to Stratford International. Very, very big, very bustling. Very modern, also false name because no international trains actually stop here, so we all know about that though. Big building, very nice. I like this one a lot, always have done. Right, so we're in the concourse now of Stratford International. It's one of the more modern ones, very quiet, very blissful actually. I quite like it. So we've got a few minutes here. We're just going to go sort out our tickets because we need to get a single to St Pancras with this. So yes. Right, the final there is a 395 heading over to Dover Priory from London to St Pancras.
By the way, if we stayed until 17 now,
so there goes that one. Right, well up there we've got a Eurostar just going up above to Temple Mills, or coming from Temple Mills. Yeah, it's going to Temple Mills, that one. (374) 013 and 014. So there they are, heading over on the bridge there. That's a nice little shot. Sorry, not the greatest of Eurostar, but we weren't really expecting to see any. So
there will be one coming from that.
Alright, going out now is going to be 395008. It's going to be heading out to London to Pancras on the 1647 South Eastern service. We've got something else passing through, and when I say something else you probably know what I mean. Eurostar, yeah, it's coming through in a minute, so keep an eye out. Okay, we got what was that about? Wow, there goes a Eurostar with probably the most insane Doppler ever, going through to London St Pancras. I don't know why it unleashed its horn, but it did. They don't normally do that at all. Okay, here's our train, which is going to be 395015. We'll update you probably when we arrive into St Pancras. Right, so we're now back at London St Pancras. This time on the 395 platforms. So we're now going to make our way and work out what our next step will be and update you from there. Okay, coming in now is going to be 700-139. Now going to take us over to London Bridge. Hello you. I'll update you when we are on board. Now here at London Bridge station, and some 376s are just heading out. The rear of it being 376-006, heading over to London Cannon Street. That's probably from, I imagine that's from Hayes, if anywhere. 700-102, they're heading out to somewhere at Bedford, I think. Here we are, the amazing London Bridge. Very, very strict here, so we've got to be careful. But yeah, London Bridge is here. Looking forward to having a look around. Right, going out now is 700-139, heading over to Gatwick Airport. So off goes that one. So London Bridge, in case you're curious, serves Thameslink, pretty much, well, some of them, not all of them, going to Gatwick, Horsham, Peterborough, all those places, Bedford as well. South Eastern also use this for Cannon Street and Charing Cross for all their services, and Southern also serve here, going to Uckfield, and also on some 455 services to Caterham, also to London Victoria. 377-3s usually operate here as well, 2 secs. Okay. So yes, that is London Bridge in a nutshell. It's a big junction station and is very, very modern. Never used to be like this. It's completely refurbished. Okay, so we're now here at platform 10 at London Bridge. We're now about to board 171201, heading over to East Croydon on this. So I'll update you when we are on board. Right, we've now made it to East Croydon, so I'll update you in just a moment when this train leaves. So there goes 171201 and 171725 there, heading out on the Southern service, the 1822 service to Uckfield from London Bridge. So we're here now at East Croydon station. So I'll update you, have a very quick look around and then head to our next train. Okay, so we're at East Croydon very quickly. So this station is served purely by GIVIA Thameslink Railway brands, so Southern. They run to Uckfield, they run to Southampton, Portsmouth, Eastbourne, or all the ones I named at Clapham Junction pretty much serve here. When Gatwick Express did run, they also passed through here at East Croydon. They don't anymore because they don't run now, the service that you'd expect. There's 455 830, and also Thameslink serve here. They go to their normal services from this direction, so Brighton to Cambridge. Gatwick Airport and Brighton to Bedford as well, and the Milton Keynes Central service that goes via like Watford, that also starts here at East Croydon. But whilst I'll stop blabbering on for a minute, because 455 8:30 is about to leave. .700 129 arriving, and then a 377 to Reigate, 377 142. So yes, that is East Croydon in a nutshell. Very quick shot here of one of the footbridges here at East Croydon as well, which does have a cafe alongside it. It's very modern, very big, and pretty accessible. It's got ticket barriers right at the end. It is one of the more modern ones, I quite like it. The station itself is very, very well served and also well kept, I think, as well. So yeah, quite happy. Very good. Right, arriving now is going to be our train, which is going to be the 1837 to London Bridge.
171.
726, I think. We better go up. Right, we'll update you in a minute, but there it is. When we're on board, we'll tell you. Right, so now we're departing East Croydon. The man you just saw in a grey suit there, completely wasted out of his mind. He was just drunkenly came over to us and started talking to us about King Carnation, so interesting. Anyway, we'll update you in a minute. We've got one more stop.